My parents asked if I'd be willing to take care of them when they got old. I looked at my mother across the dinner table, fork frozen halfway to my mouth. What did you just say? When we're elderly, she repeated, glancing at my father. Would you be willing to care for us? I set my fork down carefully. My brother Peter was there too, suddenly very interested in his phone. Why are you asking me this? My father cleared his throat. We're planning our future, making arrangements. Something felt wrong. I was the youngest. Peter was the golden child, the one they'd funded through medical school while I worked nights to pay for community college, the one whose wedding got $40,000 while mine got criticisms about my budget venue. What about Peter? I asked. My mother's smile tightened. Peter has his own family to think about, his career. We thought since you work from home, you'd have more flexibility. Translation, I was less important. My time was worth less. Let me think about it, I said quietly. That night, I couldn't sleep. The next morning, I called my Aunt May, my father's sister. Did you know Mom and Dad asked me to be their caretaker? Long silence. They what? Asked if I'd care for them when they're old. That's interesting, she said slowly. Because 2 weeks ago, your mother told me Peter had already agreed to it. Said they were setting up a separate living space in his house. My stomach dropped. Why would they lie? I don't know, but I'd be careful. Your mother's been asking a lot of questions about your income lately, about your assets. I thought about my modest but stable tech business, the house I'd just finished paying off at 34, the investment accounts I'd been quietly building while my parents lectured me about my lack of ambition compared to Peter. The pattern was familiar. They'd spent my whole life telling me I wasn't enough while I was building something real. The next Sunday, they invited me over again, this time with Peter present and smiling. We want to make this official, my father said, sliding papers across the table. A care agreement. I scanned the document. It wasn't just about caregiving. It was about power of attorney, financial decisions, access to my accounts, to facilitate care expenses. This seems excessive for planning, I said carefully. We want to make sure everything's protected, my mother said. For everyone's peace of mind. I need to have a lawyer review this. My father's face darkened. We're your parents. You don't trust us? I trust lawyers to explain legal documents. Peter leaned forward. Come on, don't make this difficult. They just want security. I looked at him. Really looked. He wasn't meeting my eyes. I'll think about it, I repeated. That week, I hired an attorney. She read the documents and looked up at me, concerned. This isn't a care agreement. This gives them complete control over your finances and property. You'd essentially be signing everything over to them. But why? She flipped through more pages. There's a clause here about debt assumption. Does